your Weather Authority forecast from meteorologist Hannah Gard.
Welcome back. We are expecting some drier air to make its way farther across the area as we go through about midweek. Today, still going to be hot though. We'll have that dry air plus the heat. It just helps with the heat index to have those lower dew points. And then the front fully comes through by tomorrow. That will drop the temperatures and the dew points down. Rain chances not returning until later in the week. Here's where the dew points are at right now. 63 in Macomb, feels pretty good up there. 68 for the dew point in Hammond, 66 in Slidell. And then we have mid 70s on the South Shore. So it's really the North Shore areas that are feeling a little bit of relief right now. South Shore is still pretty hot, 91 for our temperature in New Orleans, and that front is right up to the north of us. It's 80 in Atlanta, so they're getting a little bit of that break. But this front will start to slowly drop south. As it does so today in the afternoon, we could see some scattered showers and a storm or two. Just need to keep your eye on the sky if you live down there in Terrebonne, Lafourche, Lower Jefferson, all those areas. We could see some storms tomorrow as well, mainly Terrebonne, Lafourche, those far southwestern areas because of the positioning of the front. Meanwhile, up to the northeast, we're going to see the lower dew points crawling in. Can't rule out showers on Thursday as well. This becomes a stationary boundary, which means it stalls over the area. It stops moving in one direction or the other. And that could pop up a little bit of shower activity Thursday into Friday before we see the real rain chances setting up at the end of the week. So the lower humidity will last through about Thursday. With these highs, it's not going to feel quite as bad as a typical summer day. But today, 94, still have a little bit of that humidity. It's still going to be hot. 90 Wednesday will feel better. With the drier air coming in, the heat index will be lower. Thursday, 92 with the dry air still sticking around. And then through the weekend, you see the temperatures actually back off. 90, upper 80s on Saturday. That's because of the rain. It's a different feel than the drier air. When we have that moisture coming around, it's still going to be really humid, and then we'll have to deal with the rain. Dry through about Thursday. We could see some rain up to the north on Thursday, and then Friday, Saturday, we have another front coming down that actually stalls out. Here's the one that just is moving through. This is going to bring that nicer feel Wednesday. By the time we get to Thursday, Friday, you see another one setting up to the north, and that's going to increase those rain and storm chances into the weekend. It does kind of stall out. We'll have to see how much. If it gets offshore, that could lower the rain chances for Sunday and Monday. But this model showing it's still pretty wet through Monday for Labor Day. This is not total washout conditions, but we'll have to watch the radar for those storm chances through the holiday weekend. In the tropics, typically this time of year, we see a lot of activity in the later parts of August through Labor Day weekend. We just don't have much happening. We only have Fernand out here. This is up to the northeast of Bermuda, heading into the northern Atlantic. Nothing else to watch in the tropics. So that's really good news. We are heading toward the peak of hurricane season, which is mid-September, and it just doesn't look like we'll see much, at least through the next 7 days, through Labor Day. If we can make it through that without seeing any more tropical activity, this is rare for us. The peak of hurricane season ends in mid-October. That's when we see a steep decline in that tropical development. So we still have a lot to watch for through September. We got to keep our guard up. But these waves that have been coming off the coast of Africa have just not been making it very far west, or they've been staying way too far to the south, which is good news for us. A lot of the reasoning for that, we have high pressure over here over the central Atlantic that you could see with the path, either steers it out to sea or steers it farther west. It's been very weak. So a lot of the waves have been taking that more northerly turn, which we would like to see. And with nothing else to watch, that's good news. We're just tracking our storm chances for the holiday. For us right now, 91 degrees, feels like 102. So it is going to be hot in those areas that are near bodies of water where you're still seeing those increased dew points. Elsewhere, we're feeling like upper 90s, some low 90s for the feels like temperature in there. This is still a heat risk for those who are extremely sensitive to heat illness, but the heat risk for everybody is low, especially because we'll keep those dew points fairly low through about 6. You'll see them continue to fall. So this might be the hottest the heat index will feel with those temperatures, and then it starts to increase a little bit into the evening. Here's the hourly forecast, kind of sitting in the low 90s. We might pop up to 92 or 94 briefly And then as the sun sets, with that drier air, we could see the temperatures falling pretty quickly. Our high today, 94, tomorrow 90. It will feel a little bit better tomorrow. It's still hot, don't get me wrong, but it's a little bit better than the mid-90s, Liz. And then the rain chances coming in for the weekend do keep those temperatures lower, but we have to keep an eye on the radar for holiday weekend activities, especially Saturday. Right now, it looks like it could be pretty stormy.
Yeah, and it's Labor Day weekend. People have made plans, so they need to pay attention.
Yeah, and that's something we'll keep tracking throughout the week so we can really get timing and what it looks like for the holiday. But right now, I would just plan for maybe a rain alternative if you need it.
Umbrellas. Okay, thank you, Hannah.